Fulfilling your passions is in 2025. It's so on brand, it's so trendy, and I think you should go for it. I am Lindsay, also known as Luna Lins. Hello everyone, I'm Lindsay Kinzinger, also known as Luna Lins, and I am here to talk to you today about how to balance creativity and work life. A day is only 24 hours. I look like not real when I do that. Okay. Back to the purpose of this. What's the purpose of anything? I don't know. Annie, let a girl know. But that, I think, is the point. What is the point is the point. We don't know what the point is, so we make it up for ourselves. And that allows us to be creative beings. I'm talking to my cat. It's embarrassing, but also I think so real. And this is Annie. Say hi. Little worm. It's my little wiggle worm. She's like standing on my hip right now. Before I spiral and have an existential crisis while making this video, let's start off with rule number one. What even are you passionate about? What is something that you want to spend your extra free time with that will fulfill you, that will make you feel happy? It could be painting, dancing, film, I don't know, writing. It could be literally anything. I went to art school, so painting is my thing. Even though I draw during my day job, I would prefer to paint also in the evening, as well as write and dance. So I do have other hobbies other than just painting. I get bored of that, to be honest. Every human, I think, needs a little bit of spontaneity. Sometimes you need to switch it up and dance around your apartment for a little bit and then come back to it. Step number two is to beware of the scrollies and being on your phone, being on the screen, doing anything that is not creating, but it's consuming. And of course, we need to consume sometimes so that we can be inspired. If you spend too much time online, you kind of lose the plot. You've lost the plot of your own life. That being said, I suggest enjoy things in life consciously rather than mindlessly scrolling. So for example, go for a walk, go see your friends and grab some coffee. Self-care is very important as well to fit into your schedule. I was a wellness coordinator and I learned a lot about the whole wellness wheel and how important it is to balance all of it. Granted, it can sometimes feel like if you're going by that you're neglecting some parts of your life. But just remember, you're human and you're trying your best, and as long as you're feeding into different areas and you're trying your best, I'm sure you're doing just fine. And that's why it's important to do things consciously and with more awareness, because step number three is to just do something for 5 minutes and it will gradually grow. Don't set these high expectations for yourself. I'm gonna start working out daily, or I'm gonna roller skate every weekend. You know what I mean? Those high expectations will kind of lead you to disappointment. When push comes to shove, you get tired. Literally just schedule out 5 minutes to do the thing that you love, that you're passionate about, and soon you'll realize oh, it's been hours. That's crazy. I only gave myself a limit of 5 minutes and here it's been 3 hours. That's amazing. Keep the expectations kind of low, especially if it's not something that you're relying on for your survival or well-being. You know what I mean? Be discerning for sure. Schedule out those 5 minutes to dedicate to your craft, to your passion, to whatever, to your writing, to picking up bugs on the sidewalk and identifying them. I don't know what you're into, you know? And step number 4 is go by inspired action, okay? If you have a thought, you have an idea, you better write that shit down, bitch. You better work, bitch. As Britney said, you want a hot body, you want a Bugatti, you better work, bitch. You want to fulfill your creative endeavors, you better write it down. You better sketch it, bitch, okay? So at your office job, I want you to have a little sketchbook. I want you to have a little notebook so that you can write down whatever ideas come to you. After you write it down too, it's okay, now it's a physical thing, and you go back to it later and you're thinking about it, and then it ends up manifesting into something bigger. Oh my gosh, that's crazy that I was able to write that down and then it became a thing. Love that for me. So it's important to do thumbnail sketches that look like shit in the moment, just so that you can go back to the idea later and make it something beautiful and grand. Write down a song lyric that could become the hook to your next album. Like, I don't know, girl, whatever you're doing, just like, definitely for your creativity, keep a little book on your desk, in your office space, in your I was trying to say purse and puss came out and I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean. Step number 5, have fucking fun with it. What are we doing? Why are we gonna waste our time not having fun? Because we only have one life. The foundation of it should be the joy and the passion and the just pure giddiness that you get from it, the inner child fulfillment that you get from it, all of that. That's why I'm making this YouTube video right now, because I've always wanted to fucking do it, bitch. So like, you should do the same thing. That's all I'm gonna say. There was no reason for that, but I just wanted to jump on it, jump on it, jump on it. And that's my video on how to put in some creative life force into your daily life when you have to work jobs to make money so that you can survive, but you still want to fulfill your passions, because fulfilling your passions is in 2025, okay? Focusing your energy on what you want to bloom in this life is so 2025. It's so on brand. It's so trendy, and I think you should go for it. Whatever is on your mind, like, it could go nowhere. Who cares? Just like do it because you want to, because you have the drive to do it. Let's do a little recap, okay? First of all, figure out what makes you passionate, okay? Figure that out, girl. Number 2, remember to create rather than consume, okay? You can consume a little bit here and there, but remember that you want to spend your life being conscious, having autonomy over your consumption. You don't want to be eaten alive by the TikTok, by the grams, by the YouTube, by Netflix, okay? You want to live your life presently, okay? Sometimes you gotta watch a little YouTube video to get a little spark of inspiration, but you gotta go for it, okay? Go create. Number 3, schedule out that time. Just 5 minutes, babe. Just takes 5 minutes. Just takes a moment to go 1, 2, 3. Okay, let me get up and go do that thing for 5 minutes, and then it ends up being 3 hours. Okay, period. Number 4, follow inspired action. When you feel it, do it. When you sense it, write it down. When you hear it from the ethers, write it down, and you will have your next pop hit, or I don't know, indie little sleaze album. Girl, I don't know what you're into. Just go do the thing that you've been wanting to do, okay? Number 5, have fun. That's the number 1 priority, to keep a smile on your face, because literally the whole point of making art and making music is to bring joy and to understand yourself more. Art is so vast, there's so many reasons why people make art, but I would say the base level, for the most part, it's to heal your inner child. Obviously it gets darker than that sometimes, like, for sure. I think I'm coming to realize, like, I just want to make this stuff because I want to and because I feel called to. I was thinking the other day, like, America's very scary right now. It's very dystopian, it's very this, that, and the third, right? And I was thinking I should be making art that's social activism in this and that and the third. But I would say making art that I want to just because, and making art that is me, that brings me joy, will help other people and bring them joy as well. Get their mind off of the state of the world, and hopefully having a little bit more hope that life is, there's so much more to it, and that there is good in the world, and you just have to look for it. If there's good within you, there's good in the world, right? Period. So focus on the good that you have to offer to the world. As much as it's difficult, this is your life. Don't forget that, and don't let the media, like, steal away your time and your energy and your peace. Don't let it do that. Focus on you and focus on what you want to pursue. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and can't wait to see you in the next video. Much love. Mwah. This has been Luna Lins. Follow I need a drink of water. Follow me on Instagram at Lunar Lins with 3 Z's on the Instagrams, so you can see more of my art. Thank you so much for being here. Mwah. Have a great, lovely day, evening, night, whenever, wherever you're watching this. And please take care of yourself. Drink some water. Go piss, girl. Go do what you gotta do. Okay? Much love. Stay swaggy. Live your best life. Mwah.